Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to discuss another method of rigging. It is through the Advanced Skeleton. Advanced Skeleton, is worth noting, is not built into Maya. You will have to go online and download this. The link is available in the description, as well as on the course platform. But it's a very powerful rigging solution. It's pretty good. Good reviews. This is something that's worth your time to get if you want, because it is, of course, free. Just like before, we're going to do all the exact same first steps. So once again, content browser, human body, scale our character up because stuff in Maya is naturally teeny tiny because the working units are centimeters. You can change that if you want to. I discussed how in the previous video. Let's delete by type. History, let's modify freeze. First of all, you have to go through the instructions to install AdvancedSkeleton that the AdvancedSkeleton website gives you, so I recommend following those instructions. And once you do and open up Maya, you will notice a new shelf called AdvancedSkeleton. If you don't see it and you have gone through the process of installing, you probably just have to close Maya and open it up again. But once you do see it, let's click on it. I'll select my model. I will click on this gold circle icon with the A here. And now we can start going through all of these menus that we have. The first one we need to select is preparation. We want to go to model, and we want to select model clean. By the way, if you're confused over what any of this stuff does, you can just select the question mark here, and it will open up a little window that explains to you what the thing does, which is great. Select model clean. I'm going to select create. Now I'm going to select clean. Let's go ahead and minimize the model in preparation because we don't need that anymore. Let's go to body, and we're going to go to fit, and under fit, we're going to select bipedgame.ma. There's plenty of options here, but this is the one we're going to be working with just for demo purposes. And import, and there it is. Fantastic. Next, I'm going to select my actual mesh here, and I'm going to make a layer. Just so I'm not accidentally selecting it while I'm going through the process of putting my joints in place. Just to keep it simple and, not have to worry about accidentally selecting anything. Opened up a couple of menus here. I actually don't need fit anymore. I'm just going to keep edit open because I want to start selecting my my joints here. And I want to start moving them around. But before we can do that, we need to activate fit mode right here. So make sure you select fit mode first. Give it a second. You will notice that we now have in the perspective camera this saying fit mode. That means we are now in fit mode. It means we can start moving our joints in place. You'll notice we have some extra joints here that we didn't before with the human IK or the quick fit. These are for eyes. Our model doesn't have eyes, but if you did, this is where you put them. This is for mouth. Again, our model also doesn't have a mouth, but if it did, this is what it's for. Couple of other things to keep in mind as you're working. We have this joint slider here under display, under edit, under body, which lets you change the size of your joints if you want to. We also have pole vector here, which we're going to keep an eye out on. We are looking for the legs to point forwards and for the arms to point straight back. So actually, let's take a look at our legs right now. Pole vector is in the direction we want it to be. And now we're going to start focusing on the arm, which we want the pole vector to be pointing straight back. So before I actually focus on that, I'm going to go ahead and just finish up the hand here. Okay, let's focus in on the pole vector now, which I'm pointing straight back. Let's go ahead and turn off my pole vector now because we don't need it anymore. I'll set the joints back to 1, but it doesn't really matter anymore. I am going to minimize the edit menu because we don't need it anymore. I am now going to go under build and select the build advanced skeleton button. Just give that a second. It's going to take a moment, but it will start building out my advanced skeleton here, including all of the controls for the rig. I can start testing out my rig if I want to, but obviously, just like with the human IK, it's not yet bound to my mesh just yet. So it's, not much that we can do just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my mesh layer back into something that I can select again. I'm going to go under deform option 1 over here. I have this select deform joints button that I'm going to click on. Next, I am also going to click on my actual mesh. And I'm going to click on the Set Smooth Bind options here. And I'm just going to apply. I'm not going to worry about changing this like I did with the human IK. I'm just going to apply. And now, I believe, it is bound to the mesh. Let's go ahead and turn back on my my textures here. Not make this X-ray anymore, but I will go ahead and make the mesh, a reference layer again, so I don't accidentally mess with it. At this point, just like with the human IK video and with the quick rig video, it's time to test our joints and see what works and what doesn't. Just like with the human IK video, I will let you know that the painting skin weights section is something that I cover in the method 1 video, the video about quick rigging. But at this point, it's time to paint skin. It's time to paint skin weights, just like I did with the quick rig version of this. after testing everything and seeing what binds well and what doesn't. This is a much more powerful solution for rigging, but of course, this means that there's going to be more joints, which means there's going to be more potential for bad deformation to happen as you move your weights around. And there are quite a few spots here. What else can I show you? Oh, once you have finished building your advanced skeleton, you can see at the very bottom of the advanced skeleton menu here, we have go to build pose. So if I were to do some stuff here, like change up the pose a lot, then I can click on the go to build pose and it will take me back to the initial T pose. Close advanced skeleton. We can open that menu up anytime you want to by clicking on this gold A button here under advanced skeleton. But for now, I want to show one more thing before I end this video, which is going to select my mesh again, and I'm going to show another method of painting skin weights. So go ahead and select some vertices here. Just a few. And next I'm going to go up to Windows, General Editors, Component Editor. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. I won't have it cover up the entire screen, but I will do this, make it a little bit bigger. We want to go under the Smooth Skins tab, and the vertices that I have selected are all here. I can deselect them, just select the one vertex if I want to. Select a bunch if I want to, as I've just done here. A helpful thing that you can do at this point is go to Options and check off Hide Zero Columns. If it's already checked off, don't uncheck it because it just gives you a whole bunch of extra data that you don't need. Basically, this gives you the numerical equivalent of painting skin weights. You may recall from the painting skin weights value that anything with the value of 1 means that that vertex is going to be fully affected by that particular joint. In this case, the elbow joint is affecting, vertex 124 only by 0.10. It's affecting shoulder part 1 shoulder part 1 joint is affecting vertex 124 by 0.54. This is a way that you can ensure that your skin weights are affecting certain vertices completely and other vertices not at all. So, for example, I can change this to 0. I can change all of these to 0 if I want to. And now this particular joint, shoulder part 1, is not going to affect any of these vertices at all as I move them around. So this is something I would recommend you take a look at on your own time. This is another worthwhile method of painting skin weights. If the actual painting method is not working out for you, or if you find that you still have a few small areas that are being affected by joints that you don't want them to be affected by. A couple of other things that we can do. We can take a look up here and open up this little menu here, which gives us access to the things that we can actively select in Maya at any given point in time. We can select all objects off, so now we can't select anything at all in the Maya viewport. And then we can turn on just the curves right here to ensure that the only thing that we can actually select at this point, it can't be the joints, it can't be the mesh, it can just be curves, meaning that we can just select the controls for the rig, making it that much harder to fully break the rig. And of course, you want to turn everything back on. You just go to this little arrow right here, all objects on, and then you can select everything again as normal. Another thing, one final thing I think to finish up here, we can go under Show, and we can go to Viewport, and we can find joints and turn that off. And now you can no longer see the joints on your skeleton, just the controls. Just if you wanted to have just if you wanted a cleaner view of your viewport after you were done working and creating your skeleton and painting your weights and all that stuff, after the fact, you can go ahead and just go to show, click joints off so you don't see the joints anymore, and then also make it so that you can only ever select curves to ensure that it's very clean to see what's going on, and to ensure that to ensure it's very, very difficult to break your rig and your model at this point. This is yet another method to rig your characters up if you would like, as well as an extra method to paint your weights, as well as some methods of cleaning up your views. I will attach some extra material onto the course platform in regards to the stuff that we discussed here, so that you can study up on your own if you wanted to pursue these other methods of rigging your characters up. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.